I think that we come here with specific themes. I think we kind of plan how we want things to go in our life, and maybe not to a T. I think that we're always open to make whatever choices we make, whether it's good or bad. But I think we all have themes, and for a lot of us, I think it's love. And for me, I feel like it's particularly an important theme for me, just because when I was younger, I felt a lack of love and acceptance, and that led me down a path of seeking out, like, my whole goal was to find love, to be in love, to have true love, and it consumed me, and that's all I wanted. And when you're going down a path like that, it's kind of inevitable that you're going to experience heartbreak. And I think with every theme, there's positive and negative perspectives. There's positive and negative perspectives of everything in life. So with love, there's the side of heartache and hurt and feeling lack. And for me, it was a lot of feeling not good enough, because I was chasing love where that love wasn't reciprocated, but I wanted it so bad. And then these good opportunities would come where it was like genuine, pure love, and I was just like rejecting it. And it was such like an awful experience in those moments. And it took so many years, so much time to come to the point where I am. And it's like we have to climb up this hill. And once we do, we kind of shed these old perspectives and these old beliefs, and we see things from a different perspective, from a different view. And then we notice that there is a different path. Like, I don't have to think these thoughts. I don't have to believe that I'm not good enough. There's a path right there with like amazing opportunities and people who are willing to give me love and acceptance and authenticity, and I can make that choice. And mind you, there's going to be times you start backsliding down the hill. There's going to be tons of tests that come up that bring up the old ways and the negative choices, and you're probably going to fail those tests over and over and over again. And that's okay, because I did a lot. But eventually, you're going to stop failing them. And you're going to understand, and you're going to get to a point where you're going to say, that's not for me anymore. And that is the most amazing feeling that you could feel. Because then you see this new pathway. That, yeah, I can think of this life and these choices and these perspectives in a negative way. I can remember all the heartache, the hurt that I felt, the lack that I felt, and I could stay in that, or I could move forward. And the one thing that really helped me let go of the past and move forward and understand that those positive perspectives are my choice. Those are my right to have. Is that everyone agreed to be in your life to teach you something. And I know that in my marriage, I think in all my relationships, if it didn't play out the way that it did, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I think from the outside looking in, a lot of people would be like, I wouldn't want to be where you are right now. And I get that. But mentally, I am in the best place that I have ever been in my life. And it took me to understand that everyone came into my life to teach me something. That if my marriage hadn't gotten as bad as it did, as volatile as it did, I would have just stayed and just dealt with it. And I would have been so unhappy, and my anxiety would have been eating me alive, and my depression would have been horrible again, and that would have been my life. But he made an agreement for it to get that bad, to hurt me how he did, and it pushed me to where I am. And though it felt fucking terrible while it was happening, now I can sit back and understand that I'm here for a reason. And once we start to sit back and understand that these negative old stories that we were telling ourselves in the past, we can let go of that. We could choose to keep playing that out and keep holding on to hate and anger and fear, or we could choose to start moving forward. And it's a little bit difficult, but you'll get there. And then it gets easier and easier and easier, and the world starts looking a lot different. And mind you, I'm fully aware of what's going on in the world, and some things maybe are unavoidable, but just remember, if you're spiritual like me, if you're woo-woo like me, everything comes from within. So I think of it as like whatever is going on in your mind and in your heart, it's like a projector out into the world, and that's what you see. So I don't know, maybe I was just rambling. Hopefully that helps someone, but I have to pick up Ruby now. Have a good day.